Hey guys, so I want to make a video today about an updated proposal that just hit GitHub, or like 12 hours ago or whatever. So it's this phishing update. So this was already here before. How zoomed in should I get here? And before I get too far into things, I want to state that this is just a proposal. This isn't officially coming into the game. This is just a post by Adam, who's the creator of the game, talking about potential ideas. I really hope they do this because I like all the ideas posted here, but none of this is like official. It's just a possible update in the future. This is already up here, but this was updated 11 hours ago. It was initially posted like back in May and updated up until August, but there was a big update that happened today. So if you like click on this update, you can see like what was removed and what was added. So the main thing that was added though are the marbles. Well, they weren't added, but like there were changes to them. So before there wasn't really much information about marvels. They actually had said like here they were adding marvels, but they didn't really say anything other than that. There were crab traps before. These are still here. There was this multicasting. This is still here essentially. There was there something about an additional cooking building here? I think there was. Yeah, so there was a fishing building here where you could cook stuff. That's kind of still here. But the main difference, and the thing I care the most about, is these treasure maps. So if I scroll up here a bit, number 4 and 5, here it says new players hunt for the marine marvels. So the marine marvels are these ones here. So there's the twilight anglerfish, starlight tuna, radiant ray, gilded swordfish, and phantom barracuda. So new players, I guess I'm a new player now, hunt for the marine marvels. They fish for certain fish to find the treasure maps and unlock the marvel. It is an excitement surprise. Okay, whatever. When a treasure map piece appears. Long-term players hunt for 3 chapter marvels. They fish for certain fish to find the treasure maps and unlock the marvels. So if I scroll down like way to the bottom here, not all the way to the bottom, but I kind of ranted here somewhere about not catching these marvels. If you've seen all my videos and whatever and watched some of my live streams, you know I'm very upset about the marvels. I've been playing this game since day one, been fishing every full moon, and I've caught 6 starlight tuna and none of the other ones. Like certain ones, either the phantom barracuda and what's the other one? Yeah, the twilight anglerfish. I haven't really tried to catch those ones, but I have tried to catch the radiant ray with the 3 orange trees planted, and I've spent a ton of gold trying to catch the gilded swordfish. No luck on either of these. Just caught a bunch of these starlight tuna. So I was basically giving up because I don't know, like my account was just unlucky. Like it just, I was not catching any of these. I opened 21 magic beans with the carrot sword here. In theory, I should have got 1 or 2 mutant crops. Didn't get any. I just don't have good luck when it comes to RNG in games. So I was just fed up with this. And I said here, my solution to this would be for every marvel, have a difficult fish that you can catch that uses the same chum, like the hammerhead shark and the radiant ray using iron, and then let us trade X number of these difficult but not borderline impossible fish for the marine marvel as a backup. And what they did was basically that, or what they're suggesting they're going to do is basically that. So we will introduce treasure maps for each marine marvel. Once you find 9 pieces of the marvel's treasure map, you'll be able to reel it in. Each marvel has its own map piece, which can be found when reeling in fish. Every fish has a small chance of bringing in a map piece. However, certain fish will have high chances of bringing in a piece to the surface. For instance, his mussellunge will have a 10% chance of bringing a starlight tuna map piece. So essentially, you're going to be trying to catch a specific fish that will bring in these map pieces. So like, you're going to be if you want the starlight tuna, which no one does because it's the easiest fish to catch, you'll be searching specifically for these mussellunges, and they have a higher chance of bringing in the map piece. So essentially, every time you fish, you have a chance of getting these map pieces. And if you want to get a specific map piece, you will be searching for a specific fish to bring in that map piece to get the marvel. This will encourage marvel hunters to hunt for certain fish and find the pieces. Some pieces may only be found in certain seasons, giving that extra urgency strategy needed to collect all the marvels, which is whatever, fine, who cares? You have to wait a week, it's not that big of a deal. Ideally, collecting all the marvels will take 3 to 6 months of gameplay, which is a good thing because I have been talking about having chase things to search for, like in the faction shop with the shield and quiver and whatnot. Before, it would have taken a long time to get the marbles, and that was just because of bad luck. Whereas now it's like you can at least be like working towards stuff. Maybe not every day you get a map piece, but maybe every like week you get a map piece or something, you know? Hopefully it'll be more than that, but I mean, if there's 5 marvels and you need 9 map pieces each, that would be 45 map pieces total. And if they say 3 to 6 months, 6 months is 26 weeks, 3 to 6 months. So it depends on how much you fish, but you might be getting like 2 a week or every couple days or something like that. But yeah, anyways, so there will be like incremental progress towards these marvels rather than just like either you get completely unlucky and never get it, or you get very lucky and get it on your first time fishing, which I've seen people get the gilded swordfish on their first day fishing, and it's just, or their first day with the whatever it's called, with the deep sea helm. And then there's me who's never got it. But like, so like at least you can make like incremental progress towards these marvels now, which is like a great thing. Once finished, they can move on to the chapter marvels. So one thing I'm not exactly sure about here, and I asked in a comment below, is that like, can you not catch these chapter marvels at all until you catch all the regular marvels? Either way, I don't really care. It's not that big of a deal, but it is. I'm not sure if you can catch them both simultaneously or if you need to get all the regular marvels before you can get these chapter marvels. Like I said, I don't really care that much, but this is an extension of what I asked for because like my initial request was specifically just for the regular marvels, but it's also going to be how you catch the chapter marvels from going forward. So the chapter marvels, if you don't know, are like these ones down here. Like the lemon shark was one, the longhorn cowfish was one. Like last chapter it was Poseidon, and this chapter it's the superstar. So there's going to be 3 chapter marvels every chapter. There's going to be one that takes 4 map pieces. It's easy. I guess this is his way of describing it. It's easy. It's just a cosmetic. Then there's like a harder one that takes 9 map pieces. This one comes with a buff, so this one would be like the superstar from this chapter. And then there's like an extremely hard one to get that takes 25 map pieces, but it's cosmetic only like the first one, but this one is non-tradable. So it's more like something just to show off, like the trophies are in competitions or in the faction race or whatever. And then every week we'll have a different fish that can bring the map pieces to service. Players can hunt for those fish to find the chapter map pieces needed. So there's still everything else. Like I said, there's the multicasting. They actually, it sounds like they're kind of changing how fishing rods work. It takes 30 seconds before a catch is ready. So my guess is that means like it's going to be more like cooking, where like you just like cook something quick, like the mashed potatoes or whatever, and like you pick it up when it's ready. So this is going to make fishing take a bit longer, but with the addition of multicasting, it will kind of like even itself out. So multicasting, you can cast up to 10 at a time. An improved UI will show the different type of catches brought in. So it sounds like casting 10 at a time will still bring in multiple different fish. It won't just be like 10 of the same fish or whatever. A 10x cast will take 5 minutes to complete. So once again, like I said, I don't think you're going to be sitting there for 5 minutes. I think you're going to be able to cast, and then 5 minutes later, you're going to be able to come back with your 10 fish caught. And it says players begin with 1 fishing location on their island. Each island upgrade gives an extra fishing spot to cast or put a crab pot. So that means, I believe, if you start with 1 on the first island, by the time you get to Volcano, you'll have 4 islands or 4 fishing spots, and you'll be able to put down like 4 different rods at once. So those 4 rods will take 5 minutes each. So in 5 minutes, you'll come back with 40 fish caught. And then I guess if you have the 50 fishing limit or whatever, you need to do another one. But essentially, it's just like you need to click like 4 times to get them all, or whatever, 8 times to get them all, 10 times. It's not like you're going to be constantly clicking there, sitting there clicking, getting all these fish. So fishing might take a bit longer, but it'll be more like cooking, where you just kind of like set in and forget it. So that's good. There's a new mini game here. I don't know how to feel about this without actually trying it out, but whatever. Then there's also, what else was there? There was still crustaceans somewhere. It was some. Oh, okay, yeah. I guess it was still here. Crab pots. Crab pot 6 hours before catch is ready. Requires wooden wool. Why is there wool? I don't know. Anyways, catches 8 crustaceans. So these crustaceans will also be used for like different fishing recipes and whatnot. And there's this like new fishing building. Trade in their fish for fish flakes, fish sticks, and fish oil. Each season there'll be 3 requests to craft the above items. For instance, different fish here will give you fish flakes. I don't know what this means, the 1 hour. Fish sticks will... I don't know what these hours mean, but these 3 new recipes will be worth considerable XP and provide extra cooking building. I think there's a typo here. These 3 new recipes will be worth considerable XP and provide an additional cooking building. The recipes will provide an additional cooking building? I don't know. Anyways, I think there's some sort of error here. So guarantees. Fish go absolutely crazy for flakes, sticks, and oil. You can use these to guarantee a catch, for instance. So like this one, so my guess is these like guaranteed catches will be the ones you want for the marvels. So like he specifically said the mussel-lunge will be for the starlight tuna. Obviously this can change, but the idea I think would be that you use these fish flakes to catch these mussel-lunges, because these are the ones you want for the chapter fish. Once again, I don't really know what this 1 hour means. Maybe this means it takes 1 hour to make them. Maybe that's what it means. Maybe it means fish flakes take 1 hour to cook. That could be it. I don't know. So yeah, you use these to make these fish stuff, and then you can either eat them, I guess, or use them to guarantee these catches for, once again, my guess is that all of these will be the ones you use to catch the marvels. And then what do you do with the leftover fish? If you have too many fish, you can just eat them or trade them for fish sticks. I guess you could trade them all for fish sticks at a worse rate, or you could use them to like, so for example, let's say you have 50 anchovies. This is my guess. You can make 10 fish flakes with those 50 anchovies, or you could probably trade those 50 anchovies for like 1 fish stick, is my guess. Like I said, I'm just guessing here. But who actually knows? But yeah, overall, my main problem with fishing was always these marine marvels. Like, it was such an important part of fishing, because if you don't catch the marine marvels, then you're never going to get this luminous angler fish topper. And it was, for all intents and purposes, impossible for me to get this, because I've been trying for so long, and like I said, I've only got the starlight tunas. So if I don't get this, then I don't feel like fishing is worth it, and so I just give up on fishing altogether. So this change here gives us something to work towards, and it will give us progress towards these marine marvels, and I'm just very excited for this fishing update. This is the main thing I'm hoping that the devs focus on now. Like, there's a lot of things that they could focus on, like factions or whatnot, but this new fishing update with the path they're thinking about going on, this is what I want for the game going forward. I don't know if this will be what they decide to focus on, but in the current state, for multiple reasons, I also had a comment down here about fish just not being like that rewarding XP wise. Like, a lot of the newer fish that they added like only give 100 base experience, which is like almost nothing. But for multiple reasons, fishing felt kind of like an afterthought, and part of that reason was marine marvels being basically impossible to catch. Part of the reason was fish just not giving much experience, and it seems like both those things are being worked on. And yeah, I'm just very excited for this fishing update, and I hope this is what they focus on in the near future. But yeah, anyway, let me know what you guys think, and have a good day. Please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't yet. It would help me out a lot. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. Have a good day, guys. And I also want to say thank you to all the members of the channel. Current members of the channel are Raichu, Thedra, Deucefold, New Augustine, and Night Shadow. Thank you very much for your support.